Hey, Burge Linton here from Jake's Feed. Today I want to tell you about planting food plots. It's going to be a how-to video of the way I plant my food plots. I like to start by picking an area that's somewhat secluded. Deer tend to eat more when they're not threatened. When they've got some good cover around, they'll come in and out of those woods, and they do well right along tree lines like this. As soon as we start getting some fall rains, that's when I really like to start thinking about planting my food plots. I want to get them in as early as possible. That way they have as much time possible before hunting season to really start to grow and give the deer something to come to. All right, now we're going to go over the steps of how I plant my food plot. The first thing I do is I fertilize. That's the key thing in growing a great food plot, is getting the nutrients in the ground that you need. Most food plots, you need to put at least 400 pounds of the acre of a 15-5-5 or a triple 13. You'll get that nitrogen up there really well if you really want to be happy with your food plot. I start by fertilizing before I even disc. I want my nutrients churned into that ground. It helps retain that nitrogen better and just does better for the plants. You don't have near the tendency to burn them. And so I'll go ahead and spread it while it's real easy to walk and the ground's not all churned up. The fertilizer I'm using today is a 15-5-5 with lime. I'm going to put it out at 400 pounds of the acre, and that's going to provide me with plenty of nitrogen and some lime. I know this ground has an acidic pH to it, and that lime that's in this fertilizer will go ahead and help lower that pH to help it absorb the nutrients it needs. Once I get it tilled up or disced up the way I want it, then I like to drag it smooth. That not only gets it smooth, but it helps break up a lot of those clods and root balls. Once you get it smooth, it's time to plant. I like to just spread my seed out over the flattened out ground. You don't want to disc it in or till it in after you plant your seed. Then we'll just go ahead and drag back over it. That way we're just burying that seed 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep. That's plenty for this seed. What I'm going to use today is called our Fall Wildlife Mix. It's a great mix. It's got wheat, oats, peas, clover, and ryegrass in it. It's just a great all-around mix for our area. The deer love it. It comes up year in, year out, just does a great job. So if you're planning on planting a food plot this year, come by Jake's Feed. We've got our food plot mixes. We also have seeds like buck forage oats, Austrian winter peas. We have white clover, red clover. We got a great selection of fall seeds for you. Come by Jake's Feed and let us help you plant a food plot this year.